Gentlemen and ladies, I know it's lunchtime, so I will make it short. But the topic here is let's assume what an apple can talk. So instead of introducing myself first, I would rather introduce the apple. Here there's an apple which is called a apple, which is an happy apple. So coming to my introduction, I'm Hemanth. I head an internal startup in Bosch called BEZIRK, which means practically an encapsulated area, which focuses on context-aware personalization. So where does retail come? So from the perspective of an apple, what is the journey of an apple? So from the farm, we have the apples collected and moved in a cold storage truck, right into a cold storage warehouse, into a retail scenario, and finally ends up with the customer. Have you ever thought whether an apple, what it feels during this journey, whether it is being handled rightly? So there are multiple parameters which come into picture at this point. I'll quickly go through this. There's asset location, temperature, humidity, tracking where the consignment is, energy savings. Then you have targeted advertising in store. Then you have indoor positioning and analytics. But most importantly, what we have heard in the previous presentation is the customer experience. So this holds the key to having people coming into a brick and mortar store and even an online store. So for example, experience, if we have a bad experience in deliveries, in the kind of goods, it's definitely a failure. Even online channels, e-commerce channels cannot succeed with this. So where does this take us? An apple, which remains fresh at the end of a journey, or an apple which actually goes bad? Have we ever thought about it? So with Bosch, what we have is a set of wide portfolio of solutions, right from the time where it is picked up to the time where it goes to the customer. And why Bosch? I'll just cover this first. Bosch is one of the top organizations in the world with a wide portfolio of connected technologies, right from the sensors to the solutions. So when I'm talking about it, how does it merge? We have heard about the physical getting merged into the digital. So that is where we come in. We are coming from a digital world, and right with the jargon of this one where we have connected consumers, we are also collaborating. We are collaborating with retail chains, with retail providers, with retail suppliers, vendors, partners, to bring in the digital to what we call a Fidgetal experience. So tomorrow the world is going to be Fidgetal. Offline stores, brick and mortar stores taking up digital things, digital stores taking up physical stores, building physical stores. So how can we help is basically by improving the customer experience, by looking at a key factor which many of us don't look at today, which is the operational efficiency, and which will in turn lead to increase in revenues. I'll just cover the operational efficiency in a couple of words. Today we are spending additional time with manual labor. For example, in cold storage unit, going there and checking it every 2 hours, which is basically not reliable and taking additional manpower who can be used for something better. So with the advent of Internet of Things, there are sensors which, while you're sitting in your office, the floor manager, the store manager can actually have a look at it on a real-time basis without even being there. In case of failure of sensors, it is also updated. On the other hand, what it also leads to is a reduction in the costs, which is a primary thing for any business, reduction in redundant processes, and the operational errors. So the apple at this point says, connected solutions from Bosch help me and my customer to remain happy as well as healthy. So the portfolio of solutions that we talk here is one of it is BEZIRK, which I represent, which works on in-store context-aware personalization. So we have offerings, wide range of offerings from indoor positioning systems to personalized targeted advertising where the position is taken into context and advertisements are done at an eye level when the person is walking. So this is the kind of experience what we are talking about, whilst working on the traditional retail concepts of cross-sell, upsell, downsell. So we don't go away and tell that you should focus only on technology, sorry. Technology is only an add-on, and that is where we are there to support, to collaborate. So the apple here says, yes, collaborate to win, but what? Businesses. So various businesses can collaborate together. Technologies can come together. So there are, one of the question there was, is there a quick mobile checkout? We are working with a vendor who is working on it, with a startup in fact, and who looks promising. May not be for a big shopping cart, but let's say if there are 5, 10 items, and a person is able to quickly scan it and check it out, pay it on the card, using a card. A security person can quickly check and write off. And so these are some of the things which is possible and which is the future. Finally, it is leading to a happy consumer. So to know more, I would request each of you to spend a couple of minutes right outside this main hall. R10 is our connected retail technologies from Bosch. You can just step in. It would be a pleasure for us to take you through the journey. So go futuristic, go Fidgetal. Thank you so much.